I gotta get something off my chest. I am a Green Lantern fan. That's right. I like the Green Lantern movie. I like the Green Lantern shows. And the way that DC's been treating them lately has been most unkind. But when I heard that they were giving them the absolute treatment, I got really excited. If you're not familiar with the Absolute series, somehow, it's the absolute gold that DC dropped late last year. Basically, it takes away a defining feature of a character and then just kind of lets him roll. For example, Batman doesn't have his wealth, and because he doesn't have his wealth, he's a fucking beefcake. Anyway, I'm pretty excited to see what they got going on for the Green Lantern Corps. So without any further ado, let's dive into Absolute Green Lantern. I'm pretty excited to see what they got going on. Well, it's me editing this, and I forgot to say welcome back to the channel, because I am the Pumpkinator. So yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ, I look like my fucking mom. Why didn't you take the chicken out when I asked you to? Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm so dumb. Anyway, back to the video. Let's just have some fun, dog, okay? The issue starts with a man saying to himself, "Be without fear. You are in the absence of a light. I am the secret heart within every star. Be without fear, Hal Jordan. You must be without fear. Without fear." I'm so scared. We see a cop car pulling up behind him and turn the sirens on. The cop says, "Sir? Excuse me, sir. Seems like an odd location for a Sunday stroll. You mind telling me what you're doing out here? Because you might make it to the state line on foot, but not much further. Not in this heat." I was just, what's in your pockets, sir? Sir? Sir, I need you to answer me. What's in there? Is it drugs? Is it a weapon? Sir, is it a weapon? Kill this nigga. Answer me! Are you carrying a weapon? Fine, we'll do it this way. Lie down and place both your hands flat on the ground. Do it now! No, wait, don't. I said now! Both hands. Please. Okay, my name is Hal Jordan. I'm from Evergreen. Sir, I will not ask again. Both hands out. Do it! Something happened there. His name is Abin, sir. Last warning. Show me your hands. Show me your hands right now! I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. We then cut to a diner called May and Moe's, where we overhear people ordering some food. The waitress puts in the order and asks them who's winning. They say the Lakers, which is like, let's go! Lakers in 5. When the bell on the door does a little ting-a-ling, Hal walks into the diner and things get a little tense. Something we can do for you, hon? Water, please. Sure. Have you been walking out there? Did you? Fucking, I can't do a woman voice for the life of me. Did your car break down or something? Are you okay? No, something happened. Hey, what happened to the game? Let me turn it up a little. Scheduled program for an emergency news bulletin. What you're seeing is a helicopter footage from Evergreen, Nevada, a small town about 15 miles from the California state line. This footage is live and unedited. It has not been tampered with in any way. I repeat, this has not been edited. This is live. The newscaster continues her report until she receives a paper that tells her to shut the fuck up. She says, so let the people know when there's an official statement. The diner patrons start panicking as we see Hal drawing a circle with his water bottle. We then cut to 5 days earlier as we see Hal is chilling with his buds. Turns out Hal is waiting for it to turn to 3 so that he can win a Malibu Mary dream house? Okay. In an online auction. Joe says an exciting life for a toy salesman. Turns out he's a collectibles dealer, which is different! And he needs her to respect the office, and I need you to respect the office too. Punk. Ow. Also, just so you guys know, that's Jon Stewart and that's Sojourner Mullen, if you couldn't tell by now. Also, I love Joe in Far Sector. I kind of wish they would give her own movie. I say just check her out. I think she's pretty cool. Anyway, he says it pays more than designing buildings for a town nobody ever moves to. But John says they got a contract for a hospital extension, so they're doing just fine. But he's not wrong that they can't rely on local businesses. We see some bikers zoom past the group. Apparently there's a biker meet in the town and they're kind of driving a little fast. They consider calling their buddy Guy, but Joe isn't too keen on that idea. Turns out she's been avoiding him because he wants her to come back to the Evergreen PD. Some choice words were said between them because he doesn't understand why she left. But maybe that's why the choice words need to be said. Hal says the rest of us kind of want to know why he came back to town instead of living in Coast City. But Joe says that's in her past and she kind of wants to keep it that way. He asks her why she's still wearing her wedding ring and she clearly does not want to talk about it. John says sometimes symbols remain while the reality is gone. That's why he still has his mom's wedding ring even though she passed away. Hal really doesn't pay him no mind though. John keeps on yapping and behind him we see another biker zooming behind. But then this poor lad zooms directly into a green wall, freaking out our trio. Hal jumps to action and tells him to call an ambulance while he tries to help this guy. He runs up to investigate and touches the force field, which like, why would you do that? It's covered in a guy's blood, bro, what the fuck? Joe tells him not to touch it. Yeah, thanks Joe. Thanks for having some common sense. This is why she's the best Green Lantern. But Joe tells him not to touch it because it might be radioactive. They check on the biker's body, but there's nothing left of his head. They see through the wall and see the other bikers coming. Then, they dip as soon as they came. Hal says they just turned around, like rode away. Like their buddy isn't dead on the road. Like they don't see anything strange at all. What's happening here? Maybe whatever it is doesn't like to be noticed. I'm not getting any cell reception. I think it's a dome. Look, it curves around and... guys, what's that? And then we see Abin Sur aura farming. We then cut back to the diner and Hal explains that that alien is Abin Sur. And he came from somewhere else and that symbol is his. They're like, yo, what? You were there and saw the spaceship? And Hal says, he calls it a Green Lantern. Talk sense, damn it. What lantern? What does that mean? Honey, don't yell at the man. Whatever's going on, it's not his fault. Yes, it is. It's all my fault. I made a mistake. I wanted to be the hero. And Abin Sur, he did something to me. Gave me something. Gave me a weapon. Like a gun. Worse. Much worse. Drink your water. She reaches for the gun under the counter, and the old man asks him what's in his pocket. On the highway, there was a cop. He asked the same question. I should go. Why? What happened to the cop? What did you do, boy? I didn't do anything. I couldn't... Give it up! His wife asks him what he has, and we see that Hal has a black mystic hand. The darkness engulfs the old man, and the only thing that's left of him is his pendant. It's the hand. I'm holding it back. It takes all that I have to hold it back, keeping it away from people. But I can't control it. It responds to danger. But then the waitress shoots Hal, and we see a huge explosion in the diner. No. Shot. Good. Maybe it'll kill me. Kill this thing. Maybe it'll... But the darkness heals his wound. You're not gonna let me die, are you? The busted up door opens and Hal hears someone say his name. It's Joe, and she's asking what happened to him. And she's in her Green Lantern garb. Let's go. Honestly, I like this design more than I like it in Far Sector. And that is where the issue ends. Hi! Literally, as I was uploading the video, I got a message telling me that issue 2 dropped of Absolute Green Lantern. And you know, that's great. I love it. It's great. It's fine. I kind of want to die. But you know, there's no time for that because we got to dive into issue 2 of Absolute Green Lantern. Issue 2 starts out with a ring calling out saying, Sir Joiner Mullen, be without fear. You exist at the green level of light. You must have knowledge of yourself to command the flame. You must be without fear. Entirely without fear. What? Joe, you look like him. Like Abin Sur. What did he do to you? She says she has no clue. I mean, he knows as much as she does. But it's not great because she's hearing and seeing things. She says that something was pulling her hair, and it turns out that it was Hal's hand. He tells her not to get too close because if the hand senses danger, she'll get deleted just like everybody else. He says he can feel the thing in his head like a dark star. So that's what happened here? You felt threatened? I swear to God, I gave it all I had, Joe. Trying to hold it back, just willing it not to do what it does. But I guess willpower isn't what makes it work. We still don't know the rules here. Remember what happened to John or Guy Gardner? We then cut back to 5 days before as we see Abin Sur came down to the public. He says, I am the Abin Sur. Have understanding that I come to you from the Green Lantern. I exist at the green level of light. Be without fear. Rita, make sure everyone stays back. Roy, put your gun down. Chief, just for now. Abin Sur, my name is Guy Gardner. I'm sheriff in Evergreen. That makes me the authority here. The law? You understand what laws are, right? I have understanding. Judgment will now commence. Hey, put your hands down. Whatever you're doing, I need you to stop right now. Judgment is in progress. Guy Gardner, you are not an entity who currently exists in the spectrum of light. Be without fear. Say the word, Chief. Just say the damn word. Be entirely without fear. Guy hears someone call out his name, and it's Joe. And she's like, what are you doing? This is first contact and you're pointing guns at it? When we need an Fuck, I'm so bad at lady voices, dog. It's so crazy. When we need an architect, we'll let you know. Shut up, Rita. God! Joe, I'm sorry, but you need to stay back, okay? We don't know what this thing is capable of. We can make a guess from the spaceship and the damn bubble over the town. Bubble? That force field overhead extends to the town limits. It's a dome. We saw a motorcycle crash into it. The rider didn't make it. That's what it's capable of. What we don't know is what it wants. What do you want, Guy? To escalate this? Cutting back to the diner, Hal asked Joe if she saw the crowd, but she was too focused on Guy. Hal says, I couldn't stop staring. The looks on those faces. People I've known my whole life. Shock, fear, religious awe even. And nobody made a sound. But we were all holding our breath, waiting for Guy to decide our fates. Guns down. Sarah, guns down, Roy. You too, Rita. Let's start again, okay? We don't understand, Abin Sur. We do not have understanding. So please, tell us what you want. Everybody breathed out. You could feel the tension break. I think somebody started clapping and then Abin fucking blasts Guy, shocking our trio. Then the screaming started. Guy Gardner has been judged. Judgment is in progress. Be without fear. Roy and Rita start shooting at Abin, but he makes a light shield and the bullets start bouncing off. A bullet bounces off and it hits a civilian, killing her. Abin sees this and cuts off Rita's head, killing her. Obviously. Roy keeps on shooting. Abin moves his hand and cuts off Roy's. Oh Jesus! Johnny's gonna bleed out. We need pressure on the wound. Roy, stay with us, okay? Hal, we might need your shirt or belt if you got one. Hal? We then see Hal is pointing Roy's gun at Abin Sur. Hal Jordan, judgment is in progress. It just seemed like the thing to do. Joe, keep holding pressure. Let me know if the bleeding doesn't stop. Hal, Figure off the trigger, Hal. Lower the gun. Easy at it. You saw what happened to everyone else who tried. Get out of the way, John. It'll kill you, Hal. At the very least, it'll take your hand. Hal lowers the gun and Abin says, John Stewart, be without fear. Then he pulls his power and then launches back into the sky. Joe calls out to John asking for help and he hops back to it. We then cut back to the diner where Joe asks if that's where he got the gun. It was Rita's? It was? I feel as though it might have been Roy's. That's just me. I'm just the reader. Whatever. I didn't write it. How makes a handgun and a gun construct appears? I guess I never got around to it. You should get out of here, Joe. This thing, it's hungry. Or something like hungry. Something alien. But it wants the light. The green light? Any spectrum of light. It wants to not absorb it. That's not quite right. Supersede it. Overturn it. It wants to win the argument. Joe, it's very old. Hal, you're weeding me out. Can you lose the gun? It should have been forgotten. It should be weak. An idea nobody believes. But something fed it. Something gave it a chance. Now it's everywhere. A little piece in everything. All the way out there. All the way in here. And I'm fighting it, Joe. As hard as I can. I don't want to listen to it. See, I don't want to.
But it keeps telling me I'm right.
We then cut to Alan Scott's Atom Bomb Cafe Diner, which is kind of cute because Alan Scott is the first Green Lantern. If you didn't know that, which I'm pretty sure you did because, you know, you're just as smart as me. Fuck you. Where we see our trio talking about what happened. Hal feels bad for not helping Roy sooner. Joe says that he's stable now and there's nothing more that they can do. John tries to make him feel better by saying, but like I said, Hal, you maybe weren't wrong. Whatever happened here, whatever alien judgment is being levied upon us, I don't think anyone's coming to save us from it. So if it comes to it, we don't want to take Abin Sur out of the equation because I think I know what can do it. And that is where issue 2 ends. And I gotta say, rip to my guy. And in all other comics, he looks so dumb. And this is the first time he actually looked like a normal person. I also kind of feel bad for Rita. It's an awful way to go, dog. I say the situation that these guys are in is extremely scary. Kind of reminds me of that old show and also book Under the Dome. Except, you know, better because it's Green Lanterns. Also, I think Abin Sur might not be as nefarious as, well, he did cut a lady's head off. Okay, maybe he is a bad guy. I don't know. He says be without fear, so maybe we shouldn't be without fear. I don't know. That's just me speculating. I mean, come on, look at that face. That's a chill guy. And hey, if you guys like the video, consider subscribing. It lets me know that you guys like the Absolute series that I'm covering, and it gives me hella validation. If there's any other comics that you want me to cover, let me know down in the comments below. Also, I genuinely want to know what you guys think of the comic because I know I like it, but if you guys think it's trash, then, you know, fucking fight me. But I'll see you guys in the next video and make sure you tell your family that you love them. Bye-bye now.